Prove the Pythagorean Theorem by Jaiteh. What is the Pythagorean Theorem? The Pythagorean Theorem is the theorem that squares of the hypotenuse of a right triangle is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides, or a squared plus b squared c squared. The right triangle. So these right here are the legs, and the leg is the side that makes the right triangle, and this longer side here, that's the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is the longest side and opposite of the sides, the legs that make the right triangle. Proof of the Pythagorean theorem with perfect squares. Okay, so this is a right triangle, and the formula is, is a squared plus b squared is c squared, and this can be a, this can be c, b, and this is c. So first you got to find the side length of square a and b. So first you have to find the area of the square. So say the area of this square is 9, the area of this square is 16, and right now we don't know the area of square c. Now we have to find the side length of square a. So how you do that is you find the square root of the area of the whole square, which is 3 for this one, and for this one it's 4. Now let's look over here. And your formula is a squared plus b squared c squared. Then you do you do 3 squared plus 4 squared equals c squared. So you square 3 and 4 and you get 9 and 16. And you add that together, you get 25. So that makes your c squared 25. Now, since we know the area of the entire square of square c, you have to now find the side length of our hypotenuse. To do that, you just find the square root, which is 5, or 25, which is 5. So therefore c equals 5. Now, the whole area, the answer, 3 squared plus 4 squared equals 5 squared. Now, proof of the Pythagorean theorem with non-perfect squares. This is to where your c square is not a perfect square. So let's say this is side A, this is side B, and this is side C. For side A, the whole area of the square is 81. And for side B, the whole side of the square is 25. To find the side length, you just do the square root of this, which is 9. So A, this is 9, and B is 5. Now let's look over here. A squared plus b squared c squared. 9 squared plus 5 squared is c squared. Now you square that, you get 81 plus 25, and that gives you 106. So that makes our c 106. Now we have to find the side length of side c, which is, so you just find the square root of 106. Well, 106 is not a perfect square, so you can either use your calculator, or you can just find the two perfect squares that's in between it, which is 10 and 11. But 106 is closer to the square to 10, so I just said it was 10.3, because if you multiply you get 106. And that gives you the answer. 9 squared plus 5 squared equals 10.3 squared. And that is my proof of the Pythagorean theorem.